Hello, Zimbabwe. Should say Makadiko. Of course, it's Brother Mason. I'm back again. Yes, it's been quite a long time since I've made any video, but I'm back again. And today, I'm gonna go straight to the point because I get accused all the time for beating about the bush and not going straight to the point. So today, I'm gonna go straight to the point. Nas, ladies and gentlemen, a situation yeko Zimbabwe, and we want to talk about why Tiri Patiri. Why are we in the situation we are, and how we got here, and how we're gonna get out of here? It's a situation. It is very imperative, very paramount. We can't just brush it under the carpet. Gone are those days here. Tingotaura nyaya tingoti andezvezanu andezvava ed andezvava mugabe andezvevanhu vachi ndezva MP ndezva sabhuku. No. Politics. Really, let me tell you something. Politics is really about you. That's what politics is all about. If somebody describes you, ask you, how do you describe politics? Politics is about the people. It's about you, me, and everybody else. That's what politics is. Make it. These people want to some government are massive servants. Right? And what does that mean, being a civil servant? A civil servant means they work for you. Vanusenzera iwewe, just the same way as the army works for you, the police work for you. Make it massive servant. That's what they call servant. But a civil servant, it's a Roman ideation. We bought it from the Romans, right? That if you're gonna be a servant, you have to be a civil one, right? Who is a servant, but a servant for who? Servant for the people, not servant for the emperor, not servant for the government, but servant for the people. Sakachi, Idi Mnangagwa, Robert Mugabe, everybody else who is a president of Zimbabwe, they work for you. Make it. Saka, this is something that often kutaura. We spend so much time, especially since Zimbabweans, we spend so much time discussing, arguing, talking about trivial things. It's really important. We spend so much time character assassination, character bashing on each other on social media. Yes, sometimes, of course, we need to expose people like false prophets and people who are fraudsters using religion, masquerading as pastors and priests and prophets, and defrauding people. Yes, we need to expose them. But remember, Zashi, you need to ask yourself a question. Let me give you an example. Ukavaka building wewe. Let's say you build a 3 floor building, right? Let's say your house has got about 3 floors and in my floor 3. What is the best way you could not corner with every roof, every floor is a solid? What is the best way you could not corner, right? Let me give you a second to think about it. Did you think about it? Right. The best way you could not corner with roof this floor yakasimba, roof second floor yakasimba, roof 3rd floor yakasimba, is to go underneath. There is no point of you standing on top yakasimba going up and down because she can see no kusimba. But what you can do, underneath, go underneath. Then jokonya yakasimba make it. That is the best way. Saka, that is the same thing that no fana kuitare sisuku Zimbabwe. Why are we in the situation we are? 40 years, nothing has changed. We got independence, we got the majority black rule, but the achieve. Right now, there's about 50 million people of us. That's the population of Zimbabwe. And guess what? 5 million of us are in diaspora. Tiruku diaspora. And that's a quarter of a population. And the Vataka I'm in the UK at the moment, and there's a lot of people. I know that you're all over the world, right? Van Vataka Zimbabwe are the old and the young. And the old, the very old and the very young. And the middle one, who are potential nation builders, They've got nothing to do. Do you know why they've got nothing to do? Because there is 99% unemployment. There is no job creation opportunities. Saka this is a country in disarray politically, economically, and socially. Saka zviya zvekungoti tinongotaura tikuti ndezvezanu ndezvavaED ndezvavamugabe, gone are those days. We need to address the elephant in the room. Let's say ED Mnangagwa and his government and his cabinet, they are incompetent and they need to be removed. And they need to go, and not tomorrow, and not next week, not next month, or next year. They need to go today. And I know kuti ZANU-PF vakanatsa kungwara strike. They've been using psychological propaganda tools, techniques of dividing us. Vakati vanoda kudivide mandevele against mashona, vanoda kudivide non-skilled workers against ma highly skilled workers, vanoda kudivide vanhu vakurukesheni nevanhu vekumasebab. But remember that gone are those days. We need to be united. Tinofana kubatana. And tikanatsa kubatana, that's how we're going to get rid of these people. And they are so petrified and scared. That's why have you ever noticed pane vamwe vanhu vaya vanhu ZANU-PF supporters very so extreme, very so politically affiliated with ZANU, zvokuti vakaona munhu non-ZANU kana we-MDC vanatsa kunazomuzvambaradza cheche kana kumuraya cheche. Why is that? Because these people have been conditioned and indoctrinated. Kuti vafungidzira kuti ZANU is there for the people, ZANU is there for the land. But who is benefiting from the land? Because, let me tell you my figures, right? I don't know for the past 20 years in Zimbabwe, right? Zimbabwe has been in default of debt for $9 billion US. For the past 20 years, we have not been be in a position yekuti tibhadhara chikwere. Taingobhadhara interest, but kwere chikwere. Saka for the past 20 years, tongobhadhara interest chet, because we can't afford to repay the debt. Saka ndikuziva kuti tinosvika rini, because my grandchildren, my son and my grandchildren, they are all going to be paying for this debt. But Takashika say, how did we get to this situation? How did he even manage to get this debt? Those are not fundamental. It's because of incompetence. Let me just get my pen. It's because of incompetence. It's because of bribery. It's because of non-action. Non-action from the citizens. Isusu. We're not doing anything. Tinenge chingotaura tichingoseka tichingoti ndezvezanu tingangozvita seko ndiwo kavaED kababa vachona. No, gone are those days. Let me tell you something. As a Zimbabwean person, you've got a right to life. You've got a right to freedom. You've got a right to opportunities. You've got a right to fulfill your dreams. You've got the right to look after your family. You've got the right to human rights. Those are all things that are naturally given to you. Sakachi, no president or no prime minister can take away those rights. Kwamuri. Mnangagwa works for you. Mugabe used to work for you. ED works for you. Sakachi, if he is not competent or if he is not doing the will of the people, tinomo remove. And that's what we need to be doing, because this guy is just a part of the old clique. He is just another Mugabe with a different name. Right? Sakachi, we just need to remove these people because they have shown incompetence. Tichashikarini. Tichingotaura tichi ndezvezanu ndezvechi. Remember ZANU-PF, what they've done is they've managed to put fear. Kwatiri susu. That's why even Wajinji, you don't even hear them talking about politics in public. You don't even hear these discussions or these kind of videos. Nokuti vanhu vanoti iyo mfanewo utayenze politics wazorowa manje mfanewo wazofa mhuri yako yazorowa manje. But can I ask you a question? Kusiri kufande kupi? I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody who has been living life forever, continuously. one day ndichavigwa inini ndichavigwa muchauya muchindichema, one day tichava tichikuchema iwewo neshamwari dzako tichava shamwari dzako tichaenda kundodzichemawo futi. Kusiri kufa ndikupi, nobody lives forever. And what they have done, vakashandisa inonzi psychological propaganda technique, and they use the fear. It's a propaganda too. And what is fear? Zimbabwean people, fear is just an acronym. It's an abbreviation. It's false evidence appearing real. False evidence appearing real. These ZANU-PF, they've been doing it for a very long time. And this is how they've managed to suppress us. And the other thing that they've managed to do that, they create a division between us and the Ndebelers. Us, when I say us, because in Shonas and the Ndebelers. But let me tell you something. Just because somebody is Ndebele, just because somebody is Shona, it does not mean they are two different Zimbabweans. We are one Zimbabwe. Sakati ngati batane. All my people from Bulawayo, Van Vesevan, the Shona people, Harare or whatever, Tofana kubatana, because we've got one common enemy, and the common enemy is ZANU-PF, is E.D. Mnangagwa, and his cabinet and his ministers, and they've been incompetent. Vakataridza who incompetence wavo, right? Ameno kana manga muchiziva. Okay, let me just say something here quick, and I think that is very, very important. And I wrote this here down. A president or a prime minister can be impeached anytime, or could go through a coup, but it takes years to ruin an economy, and it takes even longer to even repair it. E.D. Mnangagwa tikabatana isusu in 24 hours, not 24 days, not 24 months, and not 24 years. In 24 hours, we can remove that guy. Tomorrow, he'll be gone. You'll be gone. This is the strength in numbers that you guys have never given credit yourself to. We've got strength in numbers. But most importantly, what are we going to do with the economy? What are we going to do with the situation here? Remember, Zimbabwe is a highly skilled workforce, a highly skilled labor force. Like I said, we've got 5 million people, very diaspora. And you know what? All these foreign countries are benefiting from these highly skilled people. They're benefiting from these people. And on top of that, we're getting mistreated. Diaspora, we get even mistreated. And we to offer our services, our intellectual services, our expertise. We are enriching Zimbabwe, but at the same time, we're getting paid. Not only are we getting paid the peanuts, but we're getting mistreated as well. Sakachi tishashikarini tishingodaro. Amsad matsangwa ere Zimbabweans. Muchatsangwa say. Let's stop bashing character bashing or character assassination from our social media. Let's stop talking about trivial things. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk politics openly. Let's criticize ED openly. Let's criticize ZANU-PF openly. And let's remove Vanivava openly. Because Drugara UK kuno. Remember, the Prime Minister's question time. Prime Minister's question time here. In it every Wednesday, Westminster. And Panima TV program in the question time. And you know what? Boris Johnson anakwasa kuya and Rosashi akaweka he faces the public, he faces tough questions, and anowundurwa and anogana criticize. But we don't do that. Why don't we do that? Tinotochika kana kutaura kana makombi kana tichitofamba kuti iwe hazvitaurwe izvezvi pamwe pane vanhu vari kuteerera. But all these, like I say to you, false evidence appearing real. Musatombotya kana kusiri kufa ndekupi. Saka tichikasvika rini tichingoti ndokwanisa kuurayiwa. How about the fact that we've got 99% unemployment? How about the fact that almost over 90% of the people are living under poverty line? How about the fact that vanhu vazhinji vari kudiaspora, most likely they're not even going to try to come back home. Vachafira kudiaspora. Is that life? Upenyu here wo. Tichingoti zvaED hazvitaurwe, zvamugaba hazvitaurwe, zvezano hazvitaurwe. ED Mnangagwa, he's incompetent. The guy is clueless. Not only the guy is clueless, let me give you another fact as well. I didn't know that situation here, the Marange diamond fields. At that time, it was stolen by the army, right? It was stolen by the army. And guess who was the defense minister at that time? It was E.D. Mnangagwa. So E.D. Mnangagwa orchestrated that fraud action yavakaita ikoko kumarange diamond fields. And you know what? 13 to 15 billion is unaccounted for even to this day. Yahangotsakatika. Saka nduudze kuti this guy is going to be our president, he's going to be your solution. Munhu iye akatsakatisika 13-15 billion. And when he became a president, let's do a national inquiry tinatso investigate zvakaitika. No, because you know why? Because he is a fault, because he's the guilty one. So how can he investigate himself? Right. Saka we need to create employment. And the other thing that we're going to try to do is we need to get all the diasporians with all your expertise, everything that you are good at, try to get it back. Improve. Try to let your country benefit from your expertise, your experience, and your knowledge. Make it. But obviously, it's not going to be easy to just say, come back, kind of EDR repo, kind of ZANU PF repo. So we need to get rid of these people. Ngativa base, then it's going to be easy to vanhu diaspora vadzoke tivakinyika, because we really need to rebuild the country. The other thing is, I want to talk about as well, we need to start concentrate on our strength. Our strength is agriculture, mining, and a highly skilled labor force. Sakachi, we need to have state-owned farms and state-owned mines, which can be run by highly skilled Zimbabweans. So let me repeat it again: state-owned farms and state-owned mines that can be run by highly skilled Zimbabweans, of which we have plenty of. Make it. Because there are so many farms, Zakatorwa, Nema army generals, and all these ZANU PF elite, but they're in disarray. They're not even getting used. Nobody avatombo zero to combine the harvest. You know, Shannon was saying avatombo zero to my crops. Agriculture. No farms was saying they are clueless. Saka, we can't carry on like this. Ngati batane zviya zvemadivision ngoshoorana kuti mudhevere uyandriva kombi chichichi. Nurses, police officers, masoja, mawindi, maticha, vanosenza masupermarket, vanotsvaira. Ngatibatane. Let's stop political party politics. Hakuna munhu weZANU PF. Nzara haina munhu weZANU PF. Nzara haina munhu weMDC. Murikuzopukira. Nzara, poverty has got no political party, and God knows we've been in poverty for almost 40 years. We can't go 50 years. Come on, man, we can't go 50 years. Carry on like this. It's time for a change. 2020 is the beginning of the end, or the end of the beginning, right? Or the beginning of the end and the beginning of, you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Sakachi, those are the things that we need to talk about. Did I miss anything else? Yes. I don't know. I'm going to double check again, but I've just found out that in 2009, Robert Mugabe actually signed what's called the Indigenization and Economic Empowerment Act. IEEA into law, which aimed to place about 51% of companies into black Zimbabwean hands. That was a very good move. Saka, I haven't investigated what is it still the case. Possibly Mnangagwa maybe it's probably not the case anymore, but Shinato corner. But that was a very good move, and I wish Mugabe followed upon it. So it's called the Indigenization and Economic Empowerment Act, IEEA. It was placed into law, and it aims to place 51% of companies into black Zimbabwean hands. Sakachi, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop really trivial. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's talk important matters. Because it's all about you and me. Because Zimbabwe is not ED, Zimbabwe is not ZANU PF, Zimbabwe is not those ministers, Zimbabwe is you and me. Your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your children, and my children. Because that's what Zimbabwe is. And Zimbabwe is not Ndebele or Shona. Zimbabwe is every single citizen of Zimbabwe and all of our rights. We've been denied so many rights. Diaspora, and they never have no life in their own homeland. That's not life. We've been denied those God-given natural rights. The politics. No, let's come together and let's remove these people. Yes, they use intimidation tactics. Yes, they use violence, but it's about 50 million people. They can't kill all of us. And we've got tinema number takawandisa sterek. They can't get rid of all of us. No. These people, they've been getting away a lot of this. All of these ministers, all of these government officials, they all have got offshore accounts. Top universities are abroad. And most of them, they've got houses abroad. Sakachi, our motivation on the poverty. Obviously, they're going to maintain this fraud, bribe, corruption. They're going to keep on doing it. Saka affected kind of one day. But it's not affected you, it's not affected inini. Muchashikarini, at what point are you going to say, nothing that sangwa, I'm going to try to take action? I think today is the day. And I've started to open this dialogue. And I know, do you know what? I ain't scared of death. Death is natural, man. Everybody's going to, one day, when I chango fatese anywhere. Sakachi chaningachka. And that's the mentality and the philosophy and the perception that we need to change. Change the way you think. Let's change all of that. And ndokuti to rebuild nyika. Ndokuti nyika ti matter again. Yes, we can spend we can spend a lot of times bashing false prophets, bashing vana magaya, vana makandiwa, bashing vana Java and everything. But these people could vazova false prophets and everything. Do you know why? How did they came to that situation? They came to that situation nekuti ukagara munyika yembava, ukagara nyika ine humbava. It's so easy for you kuti uito futi mbava. And that's exactly what happened. Mbava breeds Mbava. There is no accountability, no policing, no transparency in Zimbabwe. It's so easy kutumuna eite Mbava. My false prophets are everywhere. Everywhere. But they're more evident because Zimbabwe simply because tine poverty. Kuno ku UK, kuno wane fraud, it's serious. But my false prophets, do you know why? Because the people just carry on with their life. People earn a living. People's rights are fulfilled. But it's time for us. It's time for us to open, to turn a new leaf. We are the ones that's going to change the country. Yes, Brother Mason, you've never heard me talking about politics, but it has to start with me. It has to start with you. I want every single person to talk about politics, to criticize E.D. Mnangagwa, to criticize his government, to criticize his ZANU-PF government, to get rid of these people. Let me repeat again, and I'm going to end with this. Fear is nothing else but false evidence appearing real. God bless you. All right. Bye-bye.